Hi everybody, I just wanted to do a quick video to follow up on what we started a couple weekends ago, going through your success guide. Oh, there it is. So by now, hopefully you finished your list, your contact list. It's called a memory jogger just so you can think about all the people that you know, and I'm sure you're finding that every couple days you're adding a couple names to your list. We know a lot of people, it's just sitting down and thinking about it before you realize how many people you can reach. So I'm doing this video now, and we'll probably follow up on Sunday evening. And I just want to go through the last 4 sections of the success guide, which is what I'm wanting you to read through. I don't think that there's necessarily any actual pen to paper activity, but I definitely want you to read through. You can highlight, flag, star, anything that you think is important. So section 5 is telling you how to contact, invite, and present the products and opportunity. So all of those people in your memory jogger, you go through and star like your top 25, the people that you really want to reach with this opportunity. You don't have to shove it down their throat, and they're probably going to see it if you post it on Facebook. But if you're talking to them, if you go out for coffee, or if you're talking to them just kind of casually, which you should do, you shouldn't always be thinking about shoving Plexus down people's throat. You still want to have normal conversations with your friends. They might ask you about it, so you need to be ready to carry on that conversation with the products and the business opportunity that we have. There's some scripts written down in here. Don't memorize them. Just use them as ideas for ways to start that conversation with those people. And I'm not a business person, so those scripts are helpful for me to know how to say it without it sounding like you're selling something. You don't want people to think you're selling something, because we're not. We're just trying to share our products, and hopefully our products will help other people get healthy, which they will because they work. If you're new, don't feel like you aren't going to be able to sell this until you know everything. We don't expect you to know everything. That's why you have a sponsor. That's why you have an upline. So if you have some potentials and you're wanting to let them know about the product, but you're afraid that you're going to mess it up, get your sponsor involved. Get on a 3-way call. Go to coffee. Get them involved. They can help you. They've probably been doing this a little bit longer than you have. So, and even if they don't feel comfortable doing it, then go to their upline and see if you can get that person involved. But don't hold back just because you're new, okay? Everybody can do this, I promise. And then presenting the opportunity, you got a flip chart in your welcome pack also. Go through that. It's like a slideshow, PowerPoint. Go through that. That's a good way to practice on how to present things to people. Section 6 is follow-up. You're going to hear 1.5 million times that the fortune is in the follow-up. And it's true, because people are busy and they're going to push things to the back of their mind. So if they ask you about Plexus and you send them all these documents, they're going to keep living life, and so that's going to get pushed to the back of their mind. So roughly 3 days after you send them the information, ask them if they have any questions. That's going to pull that back to the front of their brain and make them think about it again. So don't forget to follow up. Write it down. I keep a list. I'm kind of like Celeste. I'm one of those list-making people. So keep a list. Write down when they ask you about it and when you send them the information, and write down your follow-up day. I usually follow up on day 3, and then I give them another 7 days after that, so I guess that would be day 10, and follow up again. After that, I leave them alone, because I don't want people to think that I'm in it just for the money. It's got to be their idea, or they're not going to like it. So let them simmer with it, think it over, decide what they want to do, and then let them come to you when they're ready to order. They know you're selling it, so let them come to you when they're ready to order. Same thing with people that are wanting to be an ambassador. They're going to come to you and ask you, give them the information, give them a few days. I usually give them a little bit longer with the ambassador information just because it's a lot of information to look over, especially with the comp plan being so in-depth. So I usually will give them a week, and then I go back and ask them if they have any questions. Again, you're just pulling that back to the front of their mind so that they're thinking about it again. A lot of times those people will say, oh yeah, let's do it. I meant to get in touch with you. Let's go ahead and get me signed up. So fortune is in the follow-up. That's not just a saying. It's actually true. Section 7 talks about duplication. So when you start building a team and you start getting people under you, you have to train those people under you to share the product, share the business opportunity, and you have to teach them how to duplicate, how to add people to their team, and then they need to train those people that are on their team to add people to their team, and you have to train them the same way. When you start sponsoring ambassadors, it's your responsibility to train them. I try to give you guys a lot of tips and tricks. I send you videos from Sarah Marble and Sonia Dudley, which are Diamond Ambassadors. Also Sarah Robbins, who's the network marketing professional. She knows a lot about network marketing in itself. Train those people how to do that. Let them know that there's more than one way to do it. But I typically try to steer towards the narrow path of the Diamond Ambassadors that I know, because obviously they did something right if they're at the top of the company. So don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just teach them to do what we've all been taught to do and duplicate yourself, okay? So the duplication section is really good. And then the last section, Section 8, is Plexus company information. So it talks a little bit about network marketing. It talks a little bit about Plexus particularly, and how like your startup fee is really low and your requirements every month are pretty low. Just learn that, get that in your brain, because when you're talking the opportunity to people, it's good to explain that to them, that, you know, compared to a lot of other companies, Plexus startup is really pretty affordable. And then, you know, you'll want to talk to people about what is it that you're wanting to do with this opportunity. So definitely read through that. It gives a little overview of all of the products. It also gives an overview of the compensation plan. At this point, you guys should really be becoming very familiar with the compensation plan. If you aren't, read this stuff in your success guide, rewatch my video where I went over the compensation plan. You guys should be able to talk to that about people off the top of your head. So watch it as many times as you need to, take notes, but get familiar with it so you can present it to people without hum-hawing around it, okay? There's also a calendar in the back. A lot of people have their own planners, but if you want to have a calendar just for your Plexus stuff, you can have that. And then there's a place to take a lot more notes. If you need to add more people to that memory jogger, you can flip to the back and add them to your notes there. And another thing I want everybody to do is I want you to put the Plexus customer service number in your phone as a contact. You should not be asking anybody for that number because you have it. I'll tell you what it is right now. It's 480-998-3490. Put it in your phone, memorize it, because people are going to have to call customer service. There's no getting around it. Nobody's perfect. The company is not perfect. We're all human. Mistakes are made, and customer service has to be called. So you need to have that handy so you can give it to a customer and not leave them waiting. Also, another number that you need to have handy, you don't have to necessarily have it in your phone. You can put it like in the notes app on your phone, but the opportunity call number, that's a good one to have, so that if you're out and about and you want to call into the call, or if you're in your car and you want to listen as you're driving, you can do that and you have the number there handy. The number's the same, and the conference code ID number's the same every week. So go ahead and save that into your phone. I don't have that one memorized, so it's in my phone. But anyways, go ahead and read that stuff in the success guide. I'll check in with you guys on Sunday evening and see how you're doing. You guys are rocking this month. February is a big thumbs up. You guys are doing so great. I'm really excited to see who wins my contest. So stay after it. You have 9 more days in the month, I think. which you can do a lot in 9 days. And I think that's it. Go Plexus!